All right, I am back. Definitely no time to go outdoors today and film up with a cool backdrop. No time at all. So much to do, and I have to go leave for work for a few days. Have to get a whole bunch of stuff organized, and I just got so much to do as usual, but I'm getting it done. So, but before I go, I want to share a couple emails with you. I got one I'm looking forward to sharing. I had a email from a man who is a, quote, a special agent, an SA, otherwise known as a criminal investigator of the Homeland Security Investigations. And this guy has quite the background. He created a fake email address to email me, obviously for his own personal security, but he is going to email me from his official email to confirm who he is. He gives me a lengthy rap sheet of his qualifications, where he's been, what he does, and he would like to address all of us and inform all of us of numerous things, including the facts when it comes to cracking open our personal emails or having access to emails. And as well, he has got an incredible chunk of knowledge here about some things that are going on behind the scenes. That are obviously, there's a bunch of us that basically know about a lot of these items, but to hear it straight from the mouth is very interesting and very refreshing. And like I said earlier, more and more people are coming forward. It's pretty cool. So anyways, looking forward to that. I wasn't quite certain on exactly, because he added in the end of it something not to share, and I got a little confused on that part. So I emailed him back. And maybe if you are listening to me now, you know who you are, and you can email me again. Just email me again and ask my question on exactly what it is I shouldn't share out of that email you shared with me, and what I can. All right? And obviously I'm going to honor your request and show you respect and share with you what you would like me to share. So, what else do I got here? Amongst thousands and thousands, I have one from Germany. Okay, now this is I find this quite interesting. I'm sure many of you will. Now, listen to this one. Hi, Steve. As a passionate angler and outdoorsman, I stumbled across your channel some time ago, and I just can't put into words how glad I am that after all these years, there finally is someone who would rather listen than ridicule, only not to have to question one's own outdated belief system. I am agnostic, so please leave me alone with all that Nephilim BS. 52 years old now, served in the German military during the Cold War times, spent almost a decade of my life undercover for a foreign agency in a counter-terror unit to fend off the scumbags in my homeland after 9/11, and spent a year as a risk management advisor for the German governmental development organizations in Afghanistan, where I witnessed stuff you wouldn't want to dream of. This lifestyle doesn't really go well with the family life, as you might imagine, but nevertheless, I am married and we have 3 wonderful kids. Except for coffee, good Irish scotch, and loads of Cuban cigars, I don't do any drugs. I am based in the Frankfurt, Germany area, where the real creepy stuff started a while ago. Frankfurt Airport is a major hub over here, so it's not unusual to see quite a lot of lights and blinking stuff in the skies at night. But in September 2014, I was totally perplexed when I stepped out to get some fresh air after I've had an argument with my beloved. I lit one up and noticed 3 huge flaming orbs hovering over the west valley of the city of Frankfurt is located in. At first I didn't pay much attention as there was a storm coming up, so it could be some strange weather phenomenon. I thought. I expected to see some flashing lights at the sides of the orbs as they moved across the sky, identifying these fireballs as airplanes as they came nearer towards the port of northern part of the city where I was. But the more I was baffled when these orbs hovered over my neighborhood without any flashing lights at the sides. There was no sound emanating from them. About 300 meters above, these things, instead, they came together and shaped a triangular formation, and then accelerated at incredible speed and vanished up into the sky with speed I hadn't thought would be possible. I tried to forget about this event as good as somehow possible because I couldn't find a sober explanation. The next few years I was assigned out of town and only recently made it back to home to my family again. When I was back, I was really astonished to see on my favorite crime show that as it broadcasted on our state-sponsored official TV channel, one of these strange missing 411 cases. Obviously, fellow citizens are also vanishing in a split second in our country. You can cross-check this, and for the rest of my report, I'm willing to take a polygraph. Over here, we've been ordered to walk alone or in pairs unless it's family members due to the plague. Our schools are closed, so I have to teach the kids at home a lot now, and to forbid them to have much too many chips and other unhealthy stuff. 2 days ago, I needed just to get away from all the crap for a while, so at around 22:40 hours, I took a short walk outside and enjoyed being on my own at the end of a busy day. My usual walking exercise takes me through a park, which is not well lit at night. But you can adapt to the darkness quickly, as you know as a fellow outdoors guy. Once I entered the park, which is right between my quarter and the nearby Audubon, I felt there was some presence to my left, but I couldn't get my eyes on it as there was a line of thick blackberry bushes along that side of my path. Usually at that time of day, everybody has already walked the dog, and very rarely are people around, so I stopped walking and listened carefully. Just that second, I heard something behind the bushes walking and making a noise that came close to a mating call of a fox. So I felt relieved again and wanted to start walking. Then all hell broke loose. Whatever that thing was, it was scampering back and forth behind the bushes while yelling louder and louder nonstop. I usually keep strong-minded, calm, and focused in stressful situations, but this was so epping intense that I was somehow brought down on my knees. And although I kept a clear mind, I started crying like a little boy. I couldn't move at all and kept hearing the being roaring in my direction. I cannot forget these screams, never, and I will burst in tears writing this down. They are truly bone-shaking, and I am in tears just thinking of that encounter. I tried to stand up as I wanted to get away, but I found myself totally immobilized and everything went pitch black. I focused hard on my breathing and was able to lift my head slightly just to see a jogger approaching. And now it gets really weird, as when that guy with his headlamp was approaching, he didn't seem to notice at all and just ran by only a meter away from me, still on the ground. I thought this is it, and I was going to die there. But a few seconds later, the growls stopped, and I was free to go. I didn't tell anybody, including the wife and kids. They would not understand. Especially my kids won't see me in this condition, as we used to watch your Sasquatch videos together and made jokes about it. Feel free to tell my real name at your discretion. I am sick and tired of the bigotry and all the cover-ups. I have no clue what these things are, and I just want to live a normal life again. Started drinking heavily since my encounter, but we'll get over it, as I did a few times in my lifetime. Wish you Godspeed. Stay safe, and thanks for all that you do, Thomas. And don't even try to pronounce my family name. Okay, I won't. Actually, I didn't even write it down when I copied it to my notes on my cell phone. But anyways, thank you very much for sending us your email. Appreciate it. And again, I'm sure that many people will appreciate it, Thomas. The Missing 411, yeah, if you could scoot on over to David Plaitis' channel, or even grab his book and have a read up on that and get caught up, I'm sure it'll do you good. Yeah, it's amazing how many people that have emailed, not only me, but other people with substantial combat experience in the Middle East, recent experience in the Middle East, and 100% of you guys all say the same thing. You all say that your encounter was absolutely more terrifying than any of the combat experiences you had overseas or, in the Middle East. And that's really something, isn't it? I mean, I can't say I haven't had an experience quite like that myself. I mean, I've been kind of shrieked at from, it was a fair distance away, though, nothing right beside me. I don't think I've ever had anything yell at me beside me. I had something kind of creepy happen a month ago, 4 of us, and it kind of shook the souls of the 3 people with me. I was up ahead of them a little bit, but it wasn't a loud sound. It was more of a low decibel growl type thing that how my friends explained it to, as it kind of shook them right through their core. But whatever, is what it is. But the main point of this is, the sharing this is obviously to help you get this off your chest. It's a safe place to do this. And for any of you out there who as well need a safe place to share and get some off your chest, you can go ahead and email it here to tell my story at howtohunt.com or share my story at at howtohunt.com, and we'll get it out there. And I'm sure you know this, Thomas, as well as everybody else. Alcohol definitely doesn't fix anything, unfortunately. Wouldn't that be great if alcohol did fix everything and it wasn't unhealthy for you? What a hoot we would have. But it's not. It's actually a natural depressant, and it splits up families a lot more sooner than it does keep them together. So I'm sure you'll power your way through it and make all the right choices and keep your family safe. I don't know what to say. I mean, obviously, there's nothing I can do to make this better myself except share this openly with everybody out there. But one thing that does make all this better is everybody talking. We need more people talking out loud, okay? And not being scared. Everybody's got to stop being scared. Don't get bullied, don't be belittled, and don't feel humiliated, especially from the majority of the characters out there that are intentionally trying to attack and humiliate people. They're pretty low-class lowlives, especially the reality TV types, and they're sleazy Klingons. I won't start going on that topic, but I'm sure most of you guys know what I'm talking about. There's just a lot of not so good people out there who are encouraging the good, honest people to be suppressed and not speak their truth out loud. And obviously we're outnumbering them. We're bigger than them, and we got this going on. So, but anyway, it's getting late. My mind's scrambled right now with all the things I have to get ready to go before the morning. I thought I'd just squeeze this one out for you guys, and keep this ball rolling, and keep the door kicked wide open for every single one of you who wants to share your experience, your words, your knowledge with the rest of us.